Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching. Today, as you probably can tell if you've been watching the videos, we are back in the paint spray booth. And I got my Gibson Les Paul shirt on. I'm not going to talk shit about Gibson at this time. I know some people are waiting for that. But today I'm actually going to poke fun at myself because I'm going to have to make a video today that I did not think I was going to have to make, and that is about paint spray guns. Okay, so a few weeks ago I was talking about some paint spray equipment, and I said that a lot of the stuff that we use is fairly low tech, fairly ho-hum equipment because there's not very much going on inside a spray gun. And all right, I'm just gonna have to let's come out and say it. I have to eat crow. I was wrong. And I know I was wrong, not because a bunch of people on the internet got on and said, hey, God damn it, you're wrong. No, actually, because I was talking with Chris after we'd made that video and we were spraying some clear and we had a few issues with it. And we were like, what in the hell's going on? So I called my good friend Mike Learn from Learn Airbrush and Learn Guitars and Old Skull Amps. And I said, hey Mike, what's going on, man? We can't get the paint to come out as smooth as you get your paint to come out. What's the deal? And Mike goes, well, it's just like I told you 2 years ago, you have to use a really, really good clear gun. All right, so what does that mean? I mean, if you know what's going on inside a paint gun, it's like paint comes through here and air comes up through here and it atomizes the stuff and comes out this way. And that's the oversimplified version of what's going on. And to someone like me who is not a professional painter, you know, Mike has spent way more time painting than I will ever spend. And I'm like, all right, let's just cut to the chase, Mike. What gun do you use for clear? And he told me that he used the Iwata IPH 400. And so that's what I have here. Now this gun is, okay, first of all, it's really amazing. I mean, you can just kind of like squeeze the trigger and turn these dials and you can tell right away that this is a big deal. And when you take the nozzle apart, I'm going to try to get in the camera. This does not look like your standard, you know, hardware store or discount paint gun. And this thing is boss. Let's take a look at a handful of guitars that we painted with it. Okay, so here is everyone's favorite, the Wagon Queen Family Truckster model. And I'm gonna put this up here, and this thing it is like glass. There's been no wet sanding and buffing on this yet. There's still some orange peel, but you know, for the most part, I mean, I don't know if this is coming through the camera or not, but you really gotta look to find some issues with this paint because there aren't any issues with the paint. One of the things that we discovered when we switched to the higher quality paint gun is just how smooth everything lays out. As a matter of fact, everything lays out so well that you almost don't need to wet sand and buff these things when they come out of the booth. We still do wet sand and buff it, but it starts to occur to you that just how much less wet sanding and buffing you have to do to get it to go from that or this black guy back here to something like, hey, by the way, this is my new bass. Check it out. This has been wet sanded and buffed. Look, there's a smudge right there. And we spent, I don't know, maybe 10% of the time wet sanding and buffing that we would normally spend after using the Husky gun or the gun that you get from, you know, wherever you guys are buying cheap guns. It'll put paint on these, but you will have to spend more time wet sanding and buffing. So you will very easily offset the front end cost of the gun by time saved with wet sanding and buffing and, you know, the final clear coat. So this Iwata gun came from the distributor with this 3M PPS attachment deal and one of the disposable cups. Now, we have used the disposable cups one time, and we've used the sold separately aluminum cup. I'm looking for that. I will show it to you if I can find it. It's an aluminum cup that goes on here. They both work very, very well. The 3M piece is, man, it's slick, because what you do is it's got a pop-on deal. Actually, you do it like this. Go onto YouTube and look up videos on how to use the 3M PPS system. The neat thing about it is it makes cleanup a breeze. So you basically pull the cup off, throw it away. There's a liner inside, and pull this assembly out and shoot reducer, lacquer thinner, something like that, something to clean up all the crud from the clear coat, and cleaning is done. So that's another savings right there. The other cool thing about the PPS is it's got a measuring cup. So you basically put this liner in there, and it's one-time deal. You pour the paint in, you pour whatever the hardener you're using, and it's got measuring lines, and then you put the cap on it, and it goes through a strainer filter into the gun. So the paint is always strained, it's always filtered. I don't know what you would do for metallics. Maybe that's what you would use well, you know what? I'm not using this for metallic. It's only for clear. So that's what you would do. But 3M has a lot of cool products out there. We're going to try a few of maybe the AccuSpray system. That looks pretty good and uses the same PPS cups. But anyway, check out PPS, the 3M PPS, if you're more interested in that. It's a pretty neat system. You got to buy this piece unless your gun comes with this quick attach interface. So we're going to continue to use the bottom of the barrel rot gut spray guns for sealer, because the most important thing about that is that the orifice size is big. And frankly, if you get that sealer stuff in there, it's so much easier to just buy a new gun than it would be to try and clean that out. That, a $30 gun with a great big orifice, boom, done. We will continue to use the middle of the road gun until we try the 3M AccuSpray out for color coats, DBC 500, the translucent dyes and that kind of thing. But when it comes to clear coat, I am all about the high-end gun. In this case, the Iwata LPH 400. I'm sure that there's a lot of other guns out there that are very, very good. Look at your tool catalogs, and I'm sure there will be no end of reviews for, insert name of product here. So I have had to eat crow, and that was tasty. So if you guys have any questions about the new clear gun, or if anyone would like to buy my new pink base, that's tough shit. That's my base. But leave a comment in the section below, and I will try to answer all your questions like I always do. If you like the video, give us the thumbs up. And if you like content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And this is Matt at Texas Toast Guitars, reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.